so flattered.
Hey guys, 15 here, back with actually a Dragon Ball Super discussion. And this discussion is talking about whether or not Tights and Tarble are canon. Now, I made a Dragon Ball Z discussion before about whether Tarble's canon or not. Well, not that he's canon, or why he's not weak due to him being a Saiyan warrior. This time it's about if they're canon or not. So usually, as we all know, because some of us is Dragon Ball Super, Tights was mentioned in one of the later episodes before the God Tournament arc. Well, not before it, but like soon after it started, she was mentioned and even showed I think 5-second TV play of her talking to Bulma, and people are wondering if she's even canon or not because they haven't introduced her. They haven't even made a remark or talked about her in Dragon Ball Z, or even the early episodes of Dragon Ball, even the series Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. She has not been mentioned until now. And then there's Turbo, which they kind of hidden on him in the Battle of Gods arc because they said they needed 5 Saiyans, but they didn't know where they would get the 5th Saiyan from. So that's technically hitting that Tarble is out there. But you have to, if you watch some of the episode, like the Battle of Gods arc, and still watching like the God Tournament arc, then you know what I am talking about. And I personally think that they are canon, or at least will be canon up till now. Well, it depends. Like if they're shown more often, like because this was the only time we got to see Tights in like Dragon Ball, except for the manga, The Adventures of Jocko, I think it was called. She was mentioned. So I personally do think Tights is canon to the series, or at least relevant. Turbo, on the other hand, they still didn't like. Well, like, it's kind of weird because even Oob's still canon. Not because he was in the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, but they also mentioned him in Dragon Ball Super 2. And whether or not they'll show his debut soon is completely before me. But I personally think that Oob, Tights, and Tarble are all canon. If they have not actually will not show Tarble or even mention him, then I am going to assume that Tarble is not canon. But that's my opinion. This is all about you guys. So whether you agree with me or not, leave down in the comments, like and subscribe. This is Wicked Krypton 15 signing out. Peace.